Hey, Craig. Definitely like running a marathon today. It feels that way. I mean, I actually got a lot of work done today. Tons of work got done. A lot of stress happened. Just because I'm doing technical work, so it really sucks. But anyway, let me show you this bag before I forget, Craig. So this is the bag, and I cannot for the life of me figure out where I bought this from. Like I cannot. And it had really good a lot of wear on the corners. So I touched up the corners. I think I need to touch up the entire bag actually with this leather balm. It's a black coloring balm. And but look how good it turned out. Yeah. I don't remember where I got. I've looked everywhere. I've looked through every platform, every digital record. I can't remember where I bought this. Like when I bought this. How much I paid for. I don't know. I thought it was Goodwill too, but I went through all of my receipts. Hey, Angela, and I can't find it. So maybe they drop off after a time period, like they don't stay, but oh, I don't know how many. But yeah, I even looked in my email receipt. Hey, Jolie, too bad accidents on the turnpike slowed us down. Yikes. Sweet friends, thank you. Hey, yeah, so this is this it has a broken piping right here. So somebody overloaded this bag and the piping broke on the interior, but it's still fine. So you really shouldn't. Actually, is it protruding? Nah, it's fine. It's just, you know, it's pretty cool. We showed it on a live, have to go back. I know. I went and looked at the lives, Craig, and you know how many lives I have to say unboxings? I'm like, forget it. I care not where it came from. I don't care how much I paid for it. I just it's mine. I have it. We're just gonna go with it. So I'm gonna continue. I think I'm gonna do a whole color restoration. I don't know. I haven't decided if I want to do more to. I like the grunge feel. So I'm not too. I don't really need it looks worse than it is because of the lighting, but out in real life and work environment, there's you wouldn't even know this bag's fine. Hey, Dee. Hello. Oh no. Sorry, girl. Okay. Because look at, I mean, for the exterior being as beat up as it is, this interior is like really awesome. You know? So I think this is the large one. Let me get my tape measure. At the top, this thing is 16, yeah, 16 centimeters, or excuse me, 16 inches and 40 centimeters. Yeah, so this is the big one I have. So I have two larges, most of them are mediums. I have maybe two or three smalls. Um, I think the one I gave Craig, which I thought was the weekender, actually is the extra large, I guess, because there's even a bigger one. Like I said, Craig, how can there be a bigger one? It's luggage at that point. We twin on this one and the brown. Yay, we both have the black. Yeah, so this one, yeah, I'm a little sad about the damage on this handle because this is I love the handles on the burrow. It's one of the things I love the most about the burrow is the look of it. It's just this handle I think is just so unique. But if you overload stuff, you overload stuff, you know? So this is I was working on this last night. I did some cleaning on it. I'm gonna do some more cleaning on it. It's still one of my favorite bags. I actually was gonna switch into this bag, but I left my computer in the car because I'm like I'm too tired to deal with it. Um, I feel run down, guys. Not ill, just running thin. One of the handles turning broke. Oh, your cobbler could repair it. I wonder if I could get mine to get repaired. It'd be nice to get repaired. Um, yeah, but so no, I just feel a little run down. James and I both feel thin, a little thin, worn out. We just have done so much stuff, and it's just tubing. Yeah, that's what happened on mine. The tubing broke. So yeah, maybe I can get that fixed then. I don't know. I don't trust the cobblers in my area, and I'm afraid they're gonna want like a bazillion dollars to fix that. Because to fix the tubing, you had to take it apart, or either redo it or Yeah, I think they can. I don't know. I'll have to ask because I do really love that bag. I think a lot of us feel run down. I know I do. Yeah, I just feel you paid 35 bucks? No way. Okay, send me the contact info and maybe if I head up that way in the spring I can see if they can do it or I can mail it to them or something. Because again, getting the recommendation of somebody who's already done it once is a big deal when it comes to stuff like this. But today, James feels tired. Tomorrow's his birthday, by the way. We can't even celebrate because originally we were going to go he's going on a convention and I was going to go with him. We have a really cool hotel room. So it was going to be kind of fun. I was just going to hang out. But then we adopted pugs. And I'm like, I'm not leaving the pugs. I can't and then we thought, well, we'll take them with us. And I said, okay, well, if you get like a Hampton Inn or something, we can go and I'll take the pugs and I'll take care of the pugs. Well, he went to the super fancy place where the convention's being held, and the pet deposit or the pet fee is something like $200. Hey, Chris, I'll tell James. Yeah, he's turning a whopping 45, as he said, halfway to 90. And I said, sir, we're not going to make 90, but we can hope. I said, we are at the point in life where we have lived more life behind us than in front of us, probably. So I just can't imagine 45 more years of life. It's like, and I can't even think about 90. My grandfather lived to be 86. My dad lived to be 80, and my grandmother 98, and my aunt 93, and my uncle 89. Um, it's a rough road when you get up in those late 80s, guys. Um, but it always depends on your health, and as long as modern medicine can keep me alive, we'll just keep on trucking. But yeah, so I have a bunch of gift mail. Like literally, I have three, and you know who you are. There's two people who send me things all the time that don't want to be mentioned, and she sent me a ton of stuff, like three different packages. I'm like, whoa, how did this happen? Also, I have something from Disney. Let's open it because I think it's Disney Cruises, so I think this is our January cruise info because we're going on a cruise um the second half of January, which cannot come soon enough. Cute little charm I got today. Oh yeah, let me show you the charm that yeah, these are the luggage tickets. I need to put this somewhere safe where I don't lose it, which means I should give to James. Uh so that is oh hey Dawn! Okay, go nowhere. I have your box. So I bought a thing from Don and it's partially gift, partially purchased. And let me open it. Let me go to Craig's thing first. So his friend, this is so freaking cute, repurposed LV canvas. And it is a bunny. The ears have crystals and the feet pads have crystals. It is really super freaking cute. I would love that like just in denim. Like that's just a cute bunny. Um oh, what did Chris get? I have some bags on the way. Yay! I think Ed was gonna send Chris some bags, but I don't know what they were. Um let me see. Ah, I'm reading drama. Let me open this box from Dawn. It is over this way. Ah, ta-da! Let's make sure nothing get. I love this. How they have to word it. Um, I'm just happy it got here because the mail's been running slow, guys. Um, let's see what it say. Michael. Oh, you have a MCM Carla Visterial Vis. I can't say it. I know what it is. I love the MCM. You know, they used to have an outlet next to me and they closed. Um, Oh, and Ed hoodies. You have plenty of things coming. Okay, so I bought this from Dawn, and I said, because I've been wanting this for. She had a video, and she said, "I have two of these. I don't need two of these." And I immediately went to my text messages and text her, "Can I buy it?" Because I have wanted this thing last year. I tried to get it so many times. I tried to get on the pre-love market. Nah, nada. You know. and she had 2 of them. I'm like, "Can I please have that?" So it is what it looks like, but it isn't what it looks like. So this is beautiful, and Dawn, I can't believe you even have the packaging. Like, I don't even keep boxes. I don't care how beautiful the boxes are. I don't keep them. This is so cool. I might keep this one because it's nice. So she bought one of the last year's um, set, and she got a VIP gift too, so she got 2 of these. And I wanted this so bad. Guys, when I tell you, I should this matches my Chanel tote that I have. I don't remember the name of my tote, but it's a Chanel tote. It has this golden um thread through it. It is absolutely stunning. This is stunning. This is going right to live in that tote. I love this so much. I don't like the new one, the one that's this year's current white with gold, whatever. I wanted this one so bad, so bad. And when she said she had 2, no, Winnie, this isn't everybody's live. Behave, ma'am. Hey, Luxational. Hey, Apple Blonde. Hey, Robin. Hey, Jeanette. So this is just absolutely stunning. I mean, this, I, the only thing that can make me happier with this is get the little, they had a camellia rose. Is it camellia? Yeah, camellia flower made with this fabric. Last year's Christmas, the staff was wearing it. I would have loved that. Of course, I don't buy anything at Chanel other than the occasional perfume. And FYI, according to Super Dacob, and I trust his sources because he shops a lot. Um, her name is Amelia Rose. What? No way. Her name is Amelia Rose, the YouTuber. Because there's Amelia Rose, the YouTuber out of England, I think. Anyway, so this is gorgeous, and I am so happy to have this. I am so thrilled. Oh, the zipper is beautiful. It's a nylon zipper, but oh man, it's nicely done. Beautifully done. This is a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I love it. I love it. Um, so what about Amelia Rose? So anyhow, and then Dawn sent me some freebies. She had some samples that she shared with me, which I graciously appreciate. I love anything that's some shine and bling. Yes, right, Craig? Oh my gosh. This is just, look how beautiful this is. This thing, people bought stuff just for this. And the thing is the kits that came with this had mascara and like some other stuff I didn't use. I don't use mascara. So to me, and by the time I was gonna buy it sold out. Like literally sold out. I took too long. Oh, camellia. Yeah, camellia. Oh, it is a rose. Okay, it's a camellia rose. Okay, yes. The camellia that was made in this textile, the employees last year wore. I would love to have one, but yeah, that's a hard to find. Camellias on bags, yes. Jeanette says, "Hey Winnie, I work at something. Sure, me getting shoppers to put money in a ball for 4." It is nice. Ooh, this is I have not tried this one. I'm very excited. The Givenchy. I haven't tried this version. This is the red version. Rouge. They call it Rouge. And let's see. And this one, oh, this one, I haven't tried this one either. I've been wanting to try these. I'm a fan of Givenchy. I like their stuff. Their perfumes anyway. Oh, Miss Dior. Look, Miss Dior. Well, these are the best things, by the way, to put in your handbag. The best. I put them in my wallet. Um, oh, Irish. She's Irish. Okay, I knew I was kind of off. Um, oh, huh? Perfume. Tobacco Color. So this is another sample. Look how pretty. Ooh, it's smoky tobacco. That's a good one. Craig, I'm also distracted by bright and shiny objects. I love bright and shiny things. I am so magpie, and I love this pouch, by the way. Thank you so much. You did not have to. And I was laughing at the packaging because when you ship perfume, and these are perfume, you have to ship it ground through USPS. And then on the box, it says, hazardous materials. That's what made me giggle. But anyway, Look, look. Oh my god, I'm so happy to have this. I'm putting this right in my Chanel tote. I love this so much. Oh, I changed into my Chanel wallet. Where's my bag? What bag did I use today? Oh, it's over there. Anyway, I moved into my Chanel wallet. Maybe I should use my Chanel bag tomorrow. We'll see what. Oh, let's see what's in these other boxes. Because I have. Oops. So this box, I think I know what's in here. I think this is a Poshmark purchase. And this came out of New Orleans. Yes, this is a Poshmark purchase, so I need to open and accept it. It's yummy. Let's see the tote, Jack. Oh, well, the tote's in my bedroom. I can ask James. Let's see if he can go grab it for me. I don't want to have to. Um, let's see if he'll see this. We'll see if he sees it. He'll see it eventually. And if not, hey, Keith. So this is a score of a deal. Well, okay, the price could be better, but the price could be worse, you know? And I'm trying not to buy things. So this was a fail on the try not to buy things, okay? Fail. But it's a win on my I have a collection and I needed this in my collection. I'm good today, sir. How are you? Just like Ronnie sang in my little baby. Choo choo choo. I think James is actually, yep, he's coming with it. I can hear puppy feet. Hi, puppy feet. He's being escorted. I'm gonna be solo with the puppies this week. Tomorrow, James is going on uh, as I said, going to a convention, and I'm gonna have the puppies to myself. We'll see how that goes. What are you looking for? My Chanel tote that's in the bedroom, the blue one. Did I spell it wrong or something? No. It's very well. I don't even know what I just wrote. Something fell. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Put me on speakerphone and I'll sing to him. Look at this bag, guys. You're like, Jackie, it's just an old Dooney bag. What the heck? Thank you. This. Okay. Yes? This? See what? Your other package? Oh, no. Actually, I have to find the one that. Oh, there it's over there. Here, this is for you. This is our cruise ticket. Okay. Do you see? This is actually a different shade of blue and more sparkly even, but this in person is the most stunning color, bag, everything beautiful, the most gorgeous tote on the planet. With this, when I first saw this tote, I was starstruck. I was looking at it like this, just like shimmering it back and forth, literally shimmering it back and forth. And these two are going to live together forever, forever. They are now buddies for life. I love this bag so much. It is true love, and never leave. I don't care how much my mother wants that bag. It's never. She doesn't even get to borrow it. I'm like, heck no. I have learned. Um, so apparently Becca's doing pre-orders were coming for me on Tuesday. I don't have the heart to tell her I'm broke. Yeah, me too, Winnie. I don't have the heart to say I don't think I can even buy it next year, to be honest. I'm looking at the numbers. Those Murakami numbers are insanity. I was looking at that Neverfull. I'm at $3,000. Like, I don't have. My husband is very generous and lenient, but that's going into his vacation money, like going on a cruise. So he's not going to be very kind when it comes to, hey, hon, I just want a $3,000 bag. He's like, no, you didn't. No, no, that's returning. You're not buying that. You know, my friend's sister had a very old Dooney today. Oh, oh wow. The cruise we're going on is in January. Looks great together. I know, Craig. It's just gorgeous. Um, it was okay. Thank you. That's the Duval. Thank you, Dawn. I just remember these things. The Duval. I'm going to be like, oh no, I got nothing. Sorry, love you. Holy moly, 3K for a never. Yes, and Luxational is 3K for the canvas Neverfull. Not even the leather one. Not even the Emprunt. It is literally the canvas Neverfull. Winnie, I did that on my channel essay. She wanted me to buy a ring and get engraved because the engraving is free. Plus, I want the Neo Garden 23. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, Winnie, did you see why do I always Beauty Love Luxury or Luxury and Beauty? I don't know. She opened the Garden 23. It was gorgeous. It was so cute. I watch her stuff all the time, and I don't know why I can't remember her name. I'm like, unless that ring is, we can't, right? Right? Uh, for the Louis Vuitton, Canada doesn't have it on our site. That is insanity. Yes, yes, Luxational, it is insanity. This Dooney, guys, this has a story. This is the Lockhart Dooney. This is called the Lockhart because there's this lock right here. This is not easy to find. This version, when I saw this pop up, I was like, oh, please sell this to me. Look at the interior of this bag. Look at how beautiful this bag is. This is a gorgeous, it is black. It's black and brown. Um, absolutely wait a minute. Yeah, so it just has a flap, and then this is the locking part. And it's just like, I guess what you call an S lock for the um Dooney life, or no, the LV people, it's called the S lock, but you just push these two knobs together and it opens. But this thing is just, look at this. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The fact that I could get this at all is just so Caleb Snell had one. He had a different version. He had the saddle. He had the crossbody long bag, and he sold it for a mint. Um, because it's a rare bag, guys. This is a hard bag to find, and I've never seen the shoulder bag. So when I saw this, and let me go to Poshmark so I can tell you how much I paid for this, because creative financing had to happen. Now I'm telling you, it isn't expensive, but I'm broke. It is December. It is the end of the year. Things have happened. Um, my purchases. So I got this for a song, in my opinion. This was $62.76 with shipping and tax and all the fees. This is amazing. This is amazing. Creative financing keys. It's like when you pay a credit card payment and then you just use that same credit card to buy something else instead of just using the cash to buy something because you still need to make the credit card payment, but then you have space on your credit card, so then you buy something. Creative financing. I brought Peter, Paul, and Mary, and Jesus has been talking to me. He's like, girl, you gotta stop. So, oh, Jeanette says the Canadian Postal is still on strike. Yes, Jennifer, this is an amazing bag. This is an amazing bag. I am so happy to get, I know. You're like, Jackie, you're broke. I don't care. I have this bag. Nothing makes me happier than a Dooney bag. And to get the Lockhart Dooney, oh my God. And I think this one actually has the key. Yep, it has the key. It has the key for the lock. You know how rare it is to get the Lockhart with the key for the lock. Jackie, did you see my Emerson pick? Yes. Let me share it. Let me share you that. Like say, actually, let me accept the order and let me say thank you in nice words. Add optional comment. Say, absolutely beautiful. Thank you. I like to say nice things to people when they sell me things, especially at a good rate, because they didn't have to. Can you? Oh, I could. I literally I could flip that Lockhart bag for probably 150 as quick money for collectors, right? A collector would see that and just buy it, right? I'm not selling it. It is mine. I'm not selling it. I think the one that Caleb got, he got for a song and a dance, and I think he sold his for over. I think it was listed for 300. I could be wrong, but it was like his one of his very first sales way back in the dark ages. I can't remember that far. He sold it for enough money I couldn't afford it. That's how he sold it, because it was funding the Birkin at some point, whichever. I think it was the first Birkin or something. Um, that was a long, long time ago, like well over a year. Let's see, Luxational. Let me show you the bag Luxational has today. This is called the Emerson. Look at how beautiful this bag is. Yes, we trade pictures of beautiful bags all the time. How much did I think he sold it for 300, but I you'd have to ask one of his members. I know a member bought it. It sold fast. Like it sold. Like as soon as he listed it, he was going to sell it. This is even before he had a membership, guys. This is way back in the day. And that Lockhart bag was like, when I saw the Lockhart bag, I'm like, I need that bag. And I have wanted that bag ever since I saw him with it. As soon as I knew it existed, I have been looking for this bag well over a year. So when that just popped up on the Poshmark, and I'm like, what? I'm like, how? I'm like, what? For 50 bucks? I'm like, thank you. I was like, I realized this came out of their closet. They have no clue. They don't care. They see an old vintage Junie bag and they don't want it. It's whatever. But I am like, wow. You know, I am sitting there like, the Lockhart. I can get the Lockhart now. It's not every this is my struggle. My real struggle is I want everything from the company. I cannot possibly buy everything they've ever made. That's not realistic. Of course, now I know that there's different variations of the Lockhart. I want all the variations. It's the same thing when you watch Meredith and her luxury collection. She'll have to say she's like obsessed and has to have everything from a certain collection, or she has to have things in even numbers, or she has to say that. No, if you watched her Capucine collection today, which by the way is amazing, amazing. She's now really just collecting Capucines and Petite Malls as her standard go-to bag, out of Louis Vuitton, because she really has all the other bags. She has the luggage, she has all the stuff. And so now she's at the point in her collection that she's only getting specialty bags, right? Really high-end specialty bags. My collection is still the vintage babe. I still want the vintage bag. I want the bag from way back. I still want to collect these bags. And I was around when they were young. And now they're not young. We've aged together, you know? Did you see that Dorothy Ruby slippers from the Wizard of Oz sold auction for 32 million? I have no idea what those are. Some ugly stage shoes, just saying. So this is the okay, I love Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, but those are stage shoes. Those are just dancing stage shoes. What makes them so valuable is this is a really awesome. This is a great bag. Is this the bag you told me to buy, Luxational, that we would be twinning if I bought it, but I told you I was broke and I can't buy it? This is that bag, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Pretty sure she showed me this bag on a listing on eBay, and I said I can't afford it, I'm broke, or else I would have bought it so we could be twinning. Um, so the thing with the Dorothy shoes is what makes it valuable, what makes it $32 million is that Judy Garland worn them. You know, it's from Hadrian. You got that from Hadrian? Nice. Yeah. So yeah, that's a Coach bag. Monarch, it's a Coach bag. The Emerson, beautiful, beautiful bag. Guys, Luxational is a Coach person through and through. Slightly moving her over to the Dooney Life. Uh, we okay. So Luxational and me and Jolie and Craig all love the same type of bags. We just love a well-made leather bag, and we just like anywhere we can find it, we want it. I am gonna do a new video coming soon. Good news. Yesterday I didn't go live. I actually sat down and did work on YouTube without just going live, because that's the fun thing to do, right? So I'm like, no, I must get some videos done. So I do have videos preloaded all the way up to the 24th. So I do have to continue working on it, but I have, and now because my videos aren't just all unboxing videos, I'm having to do more creative videos. So I'm actually going to do a video because this happens quite a lot. Dooney is really hard to find information on. There's not much written on it. There's not much archived on it. They call everything a satchel, the classic satchel. And some bags have names, like the Erica, the Kelly, the Riley. Some of them have names, but the classic satchel that we know of and love from Dooney is just called the satchel. But they also call the Boston bag the satchel. I mean, they call it the same thing. So it's a little confusing when you're looking at stuff. The Florentine leather versus the Toledo versus the Tony leather, the Wexford leather, the Denison leather. They're all finishes, right? I have a good, just thinking about, I was looking at my collection, and I have most examples of those leather types. So I'm going to bring those leather types into a video and show people the difference between the Florentine, the Toledo, um, the Penrose. The Penrose has some controversy around it right now because the Penrose is a matte, smooth leather. So if you want the Florentine leather, which we all love, that finish is soft, it's beautiful, it's shiny. Well, the Penrose is a soft matte, so it feels different. It feels dry because of the way it's finished. So some people have been buying them because they're on sale and they're awesome, and they're not sure they like them because they're used to this other type of leather finish. So I'm definitely going to do a video showing all the different leather types and just explain, what side by side and not stock photos, because that's one of the things about looking for this stuff is the stock photos are misleading, because you're like, oh, I mean, not misleading on purpose, but you can't just put, if they would put all the different leather types together in one shot, and that would be helpful, but they don't do that. They put a collection together. These are the Florentine bags. These are the Denison bags. These are the Pebble leather bags. No, can't you just put all the leather types in one stock photo and point to each one and explain? Because I had a friend, she just bought a Barlow bag, and I love the Dooney Barlow. And Jolie has one actually. We traded bags. I gave her a Dooney Barlow, and she says, "Jackie, you're mean." I'm like, "What? What did I do?" I didn't realize that she had an issue with heavy bags. The Barlow bag is a heavy, heavy bag. The one she has is a beautiful bag, but it is heavy. She says she only took it out once because it's that heavy. So my friend bought that one in the canvas, the coated canvas tartan, one of the tartans, right? And I told her, if you want to slouch, this bag will never slouch because of the material it's made out of. Now you get this in the leather. I have that same Barlow bag in a pebbled leather. It slouches over time. The one that I gave to Jolie that we traded, that one is a textured reptilian, so it's textured leather. Is really is thicker leather. It does not relax. The coated canvases don't really relax either. So if you don't like the look of the Barlow, it's not going to change its appearances, right? It's going to be the same way. So anyway, we were just talking bags. So anyway, I have more things to unbox. Let me unbox these before I get too far away. Try not to flash anybody. So this is from my friend, and she sent me literally three things. She sent me a card, which I'm assuming is a Christmas card, and she sent me a box. So she sent me an envelope. She sent me a card and a box. So I'm just assuming, and this is the friend who sent me the really cool card that had Watts, the pug card is so cool. Coach bag. Yes, the Dooney Life. You have. Oh yeah, I have a few now. Yeah, I have. I love Dooney. I love Dooney. I love Dooney. I love Dooney. I'm gonna love them forever, and I'm gonna be sad and I'll lament when they change their style or whatever, because it'll happen. It always happens after the first generation of the creator designer leaves. It always. Oh, I got a Christmas card. My first Christmas card of. Okay, my second Christmas card of the season. This is so pretty. Oh, it's a clock tower. Woohoo! Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put this on my wall. And let's open this. Let's see what's in here. I have no idea. She didn't email me. I didn't know. It was just like I come home and there was mail. And I looked at James and says, I didn't buy it. I didn't buy all of them. Some of them I bought. Okay, I need to open this in a way that I do not I have no idea what's in here, so and it's taped. Okay, carefully, surgical precision. There we go. Very clever. Double envelope. Smart thing to do. So what is everybody else? How was y'all's weekend? Okay, so this is a oh, look at how adorable. Man, she finds the best card. Do you not see that? Look how cute that is. It's a puggle. Very cute. Um, so this is oh cool. Nice. Okay, so let's open this. This is part of my pug obsession. She's something she found to help with my pug stuff. I've become that crazy pug lady, I'm not gonna lie. Um, I have all where are these? This is a oh, it's a scarf. I think this is a pug scarf. Oh my gosh. Photo op. We're gonna have to do photo op. Yes, these are two scarves for my puggles. Oh my gosh. I hope she made these. These are so adorable. Oh my god. We're gonna have to do some photo ops if they'll tolerate it. This is gonna be so awesome. This is so cute. Buxley and Wednesday have scarves, and they're so adorable. Look at the really pretty. This is definitely she made these. These are absolutely awesome. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. This is gonna be so cute. Hey Monica, we're gonna have to get tonight or this week. I'm gonna get photos of my puppies in this because this is just adorable. Yes, yes. I put clothes on my dog. Why not? They like it. I think. We haven't done it yet. Watson did. You know, we used to put sweaters on him. He loved little sweaters. So, and I used to put clothes on my cat hula dog. He loved it also. So, actually, let me put them so I don't lose them in here. So I'm gonna get some photos with these puppies. They were being extremely excessively cute the other day, like last night. Excessively cute. They were being very adorable. And they our shepherd friend went home on Friday, but she's coming back on Thursday. And her mom is going out again to go visit her brother. So we're gonna get our shepherd friend again for the weekend, just for the weekend. Oh, I forgot his mom's coming over. James's mother is coming over, so it's gonna be I don't know if she's met Ava. Huh. I have another box to open, and I think this is the last box. Actually, no, there's two bags here. Where is this? I have a Goodwill item, I have a Temu item, and I have a box. So let's open the box. The Temu item I have been stalking. So this is the one that came. This is the box she sent. So she literally, I mean, gosh, the amount of postage she just spent. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. She has beautiful handwriting too, and it's funny. She actually sent me a card several months and months and months ago, and she calligraphied it. And because it was a card, the post lost it for months because they can't read calligraphy. But this is a package, so the calligraphy, they just scan it, whatever. It took a month for them to deliver that mail because they couldn't read. I was like, what have we done in America that calligraphy is now like a foreign language that people can't read just letters written in calligraphy? Like what? And I saw I can't remember whose video unboxing it was, but they bought a thing from Ferragamo. Ferragamo has rebranded their name. So instead of Salvatore Ferragamo in the script, it's now Ferragamo in block print. I'm like, and I said they did that because young people can't read. They can't read cursive. Um, I heard you talking about me. I'm drifting in and out of sleep. Yay! Yeah, I was talking about the bag, the Barlow bag that we traded Jolie. So let's see what's in the socks. Oh, this is some cool netting. Oh my god, that's silly. I love that bag. It's huge. Yes. What did I get? Oh, wow. Special flowers, Queens, fine bone china, December. A Christmas rose. This is a beautiful coffee cup. Look at this. Oh my gosh, are these dogwoods? No, they said Christmas rose. So maybe it's a Christmas rose. Fine bone china. Yeah, Christmas rose. This is the Christmas rose. Look how beautiful it is. But December, guys. I have a birthday mug. Actually, this is a teacup. See the handle? Normally, a narrow cup is coffee, but this type of handle is for tea. Yeah. Yeah. And I think there's a thank you for my birthday Christmas gift. And James too, even though he doesn't care. Although he did break some of my china, and I was sad about that. Yeah. Strangely, when the dogs break my china, I don't cry. When my husband did it, I was like, when the dogs break the china, I'm like, it's my fault. Monarch. Hi, Dawn. I'm so hungry watching your video today. Thank you, Dawn. Look how beautiful. I absolutely adore Christmas china. I love teacups so much, and I did not have this one. This is so pretty. I've never had a December, one of the cups of a month type of deals. This is beautiful, and I will use this. I will absolutely use this. I, I just, I love making a pot of tea, and it steeps and stays warmer in a quick fix. No, it's not Wedgwood. It's Queens. Special flowers established in 1875, Queens, fine bone china. Made in England. You know how hard it is to find bone china made in England still? Do you know what they do with how they make fine bone china? There's a couple ways. Traditionally, because the clay in England didn't have that white color that the china in the clay in China was that imported, you would import Chinese porcelain because it was a brighter white. In England, they put bone meal to help brighten up the bone china, so that the clay would look whiter. Oh, Queens, I like the name, right? And I'm a king. My last name's King, and I have a queen cup. I love it. This is awesome. I do have some Wedgwood. I love Wedgwood. My everyday china actually is a the Johnson British tassels. Our little girl, our little gingerbread house. Hey everyone. Um, oh yes, higher percentage of bone ash. I know, right? 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 So sometimes you don't want to know how the sauce is made, but there's a reason why it was called bone china, because China, hey Saya, because China, they're making a cheesesteak. Um, yeah, our little gingerbread. Yeah, hi. So yeah, I like porcelain. I've always loved porcelain, and porcelain has been made in Asia for thousands of years. They find it in shipwrecks all the time from like the Ming Dynasty. I love China. I used to have some Ming Dynasty porcelain pieces that came up from a wreck. Um, but my sister took them. Yeah, whatever. I also um fried at a lower it's fried at a lower temperature so it takes longer, but ensures it's less likely to crack or chip. Yeah. Yeah, and really beautiful bone china. It's a little translucent. Fine. There's a beautiful Irish china, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's beautiful. It's so fine. It's a I love china. My parents had 5 sets of china. You know, I'm never gonna be crazy and buy whole sets anymore. I love this, just like a piece, because then I can have a collection. I only have so much space, and I have a cabinet full of china. Yay, personally off. I'm so happy, Saya. I hope you feel better, or at least are starting to feel better. So I still have a few things unboxed. Like today is Jackie's unboxing day. All the stuff came in the mail, and I need to get it out of here. To my room, I have. So what's happening this week is tomorrow I go to work. I'm working on the manual that never ends. I get to send off that project I've been editing forever, and essentially, oh, I have that Goodwill bag, and and Balik. Yes, Keith, that's it. Balik. Now, okay, there's kitschy Balik that's sold to tourists. And then there's Balik. That is gorgeous. There's two types of Balik. you know, um, it's not all equal. You only work 2 days this week. I love Jackie's unboxing. This is my favorite aside from bag cleaning. Okay, so oh, this is my bought it from Goodwill. It's another vintage Dooney. In case you were wondering, I wanted this bag so bad when I saw it, so I just like, I'm gonna get it, you know? And it's not a popular, I don't have very many in this croc print. This croc print is called the Denison finish, you know? And this is just a cool little bag, barrel bag. Let me see if it has the sticker. This is a really clean bag, by the way. Like pristine clean, like giftable, pristine. This doesn't even have dust in it. This thing lived in somebody's closet and just was not used. You know, this is oh look how cute this is so adorable. Look at how cute this little duck emblem is, guys. Look how adorable. Isn't that cute? Oh, May, hi. I know this is just from the Goodwill, y'all. The Goodwill, it's maybe it'll work. It's gonna be a tough one for me to carry, but we had to have it, because again, they don't measure. I would imagine this is a 9-inch drop. Let's see. Yep, this is a 9-inch drop. So 8 inches is the least I can do. I can carry this. 12 is my preference, but 9 is okay. It's just going to be something I have to pay attention to on my shoulder, and it slings towards my back. That's how these work. But I love the shape of this. It's just beautiful. This is an amazing condition. Like amazing, amazing. Let me see if I can stuff this so you can get the full scope of the shape. Very much like a papillon bag, not the roundest round, but it's still a beautiful shape. I mean, look, there's no wear on this bag. This bag was not used. This bag was purchased, sat in a closet, you know. And I saw it, and I'm like, I have to have that. Beautiful. I think it's time you bring one out. The last time you carried a Ricky, I carried my Ricky pretty recently, but it was the canvas Ricky. I haven't carried the um, leather Ricky in a minute. Oh, good night, Dawn. Let me see how much I paid for this, and so I can share. Let's see. Oh, Craig, can I share the photo? I love this. I love your photo. Okay, I'm showing your photo, Craig. This is the Newberry. Um, it's a Kelly green. This is Craig's bag. Oh, ring light. Go away, ring light. Is it has his little minion, and it has the bunny rabbit charm, and it has the LV round coin thing. It is adorable. I love it with the pop of yellow of the minion with that green. But yes, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. We're fans. I have one more thing to unbox, and this is the thing I've been tracking. I normally do not track my packages because my mail is awful. This took so long to get here that I was like, where is my bag? every day. I'm like, where is it? I almost canceled this order because of how long. Normally, when you buy something, it ships within a few days. It took them a week to ship to say, oh yeah, sure, yeah, we'll ship it. I thought for sure they were going to cancel it because they also canceled um the item is discontinued from the vendor. So this was the vendor that was in in-house, so a local vendor. This is a Temu item, and I bought a jacket, and I wanted it. I wanted it. It's cold. It's cold. And I saw this, and I'm like, I really want this. I really, really want this. And it was 50 degrees Saturday. I really could have used this. So let me see if I can show you this. It was a little bit lighter in color than it looked on the website. The website made it look a lot um darker. Actually, that looks great on film. And it has this kind of, this is great. This is awesome. So this is the 4X. It is called Eiley Blazer is the brand. Oh, this is going to be great. Perfect. Perfect. This is perfect. So I looked at the chest measurements and I knew this could fit me. Um, Look at how pretty this is. This seriously is the nicest coat I own now. Oh, it's so fuzzy. I love it. I love it. I love it. God, it's great. It's kind of giving Santa Claus, but brown. Yes. I just love, I don't really zipper things up anyway. So I love the big um, collar, and this is $30. That's why I really wanted it because it was only $30 for a 4XL coat. The one I have already is Aspen Chic. Yes. This okay, here's the deal, guys. If this was actually in Aspen, Colorado, anywhere north of Oklahoma, maybe even Oklahoma, it's not warm enough. This will not block out the wind. This is warm enough for Texas. This is a light jacket for people who live in real cold weather. This is a fabulous jacket for Jackie, who lives in Central Texas that's semi-arid and it's hot. Today it's 80 degrees. Okay, it was 50 degrees on Saturday, and today it was 78, 79 degrees. Okay, I went this morning in a Ralph Lauren sweater over this, wore it for most of the morning, and by evening we're taking everything off because we are so hot. I have a sheepskin very similar. See, the sheepskin will keep you warm because that will actually cut the wind. Cleveland is 57. Yeah. So, but James says, so every time it got cold, I'm like, where's my jacket? James is like, it's still going to be cold. Your jacket will show up. So, this is fabulous. I am so thrilled to get this. Let's see what the tag says. Made in China, 100% polyester, linings polyester, gentle machine wash. Do not soak, do not bleach, do not tumble dry, do not dry clean. Okay, fine, whatever. Throw it in the washing machine, hang it up. 20s for two. It's been in the high teens to low 20s. No. But I sincerely am thrilled. I am so thrilled. I have spent so much money on coats and jackets. As a plus size person, this is from Temu. Do you shop in Shein too? I'm afraid of the Temu. This is Temu. Now, my friends who shop at Shein love Shein. I'm okay with Temu. Temu is now partners with Google. So, well, are they partners or it's like the Google something with Google? It's like they're friendly. And then Temu is also partnered with YouTube because YouTube's owned by Google. So I'm not worried about Temu, but the prices on Temu have gone up a lot. So I think for clothing, I still think Shein's a better deal. My sister actually has quite a few clothes items from Shein that she doesn't even order from Shein. She just goes to all the thrift stores. She finds all the Shein clothes there all the time. She used to be like, I will not wear polyester. I'm like, Jenny, you just bought a Shein dress. That's polyester. And she's like, but it's so pretty. I'm like, uh-huh. So anyway, that's my haul. I think I'm gonna switch into I've actually never taken this one to the office. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable taking this one to the office. I think I'm not comfortable taking the Chanel to. She's a beautiful girl, but we've gone shopping. We go out shopping together because she's a shopping tote. I love her, but I don't think I feel comfortable leaving her on my desk. You know what? Let's take the Lockhart bag. The best boot shoes. That's so funny. That sounds like something I'd do. I'd be cold if I bought a new. It's been so cold. Yeah, you bought new Uggs. Yes, yes. Um, I love Uggs, but again, it's too warm here. Um, it doesn't really get cold till like February, honestly, and then it'll be cold for like a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden you'll have wildflowers and it's 70 degrees again. Um, Craig, literally the best boot shoes. Yes. Saya, send us a picture of your shoes. I want to know what shoes you got. I love Uggs. When do you get where did you get the shoe? From my BFF? We swap bags. He just has really amazing bags. I mean, my bags are pretty cool, but he's on a different level. He'll say we swap bags. The truth of the matter is he gave it to me. I don't think any of our switches and bags have ever been remotely on the equal. They're just in a bag for a bag. His bags just happen to cost like half my collection. Yeah, actually, I kind of. Oh no, well we won't go there. But anyhow, this is the Lockhart bag. We're going to use this one today, and I'm going to change from the bag I was using. Now I have a review on this bag. I need to do that. Chanel. Yes, it is the most beautiful bag I own. It is stunning. And honestly, even what you're seeing on camera does not show you how beautiful it is. It really has to be seen on person. Photographs of that bag don't even do it justice. It just doesn't because it's the light on the gold thread. It's just amazing. Um, so this is the bag I'm using because this is one of the two Christmas bags I have. This is a Harvey's California bag. Um, oh, hey, Dee Dee. Oh, Dee Dee. I've been lurking shoulder shirt to Jackie. I was just listening, but yes, I only buy Shein so I can buy so I can buy bags. Yes, Dee Dee buys Shein, so she's really happy with Shein clothing. And my sister wears. I have a few Shein pieces. I just haven't gone to the app because I don't want to fall down the rabbit hole like I did with Timu. But Dee Dee, look at this bag. I have a Lockhart. This is a Dooney Lockhart, and it has the key. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh my god, the Chanel's gorgeous. Jackie, you didn't see my comment. Use the Ralph Lauren Ricky open top tote. The black one? Oh no, the gray one. You're right. I haven't used that one. It's right here in this room. Let me go get that one. Um, you're right. I was just looking at that one the other day. It's right here. It's right here at the corner. And I was walking out. I said, I need to use that bag because Craig said so. Because I've had it for months, months, months. I traded a Marc Jacobs a tote bag with Brian to get that bag, and it didn't work out for him. But I love that bag, so let's go get it. Thing those boxes. I actually keep the Chanel bag in my bedroom on a wall because I love looking at it that much. I just hang it up and look at it. So this is the other Ricky bag I haven't used. Yes, he's been asking me because I had it in a tote and I had it in a corner and then I moved my stuff and then I couldn't find it and then I found it and then I put it in the shelf and then I just forgot about it. She's like, "Have you used it yet?" I'm like, "No, but I will." So we're gonna use it. So this has an aftermarket strap. This is a gorgeous aftermarket strap. This is a perfect match. So this didn't have This one didn't have the strap with it, so I got this from Brian, and Brian, it didn't work for him. He had some. It wasn't his jam. That's okay. I had the Smart Jiggles, a tote bag, and he wanted that bag. He had that bag, but he had sold it and then regretted selling it because he decided he did like that size bag. So we swapped. So it worked out great. And I told him, don't put Brittany in the corner. Hey, Katie. So I told him that if this didn't work out, I'd buy it from him. Um, looks like the Coach Empire. This is a little out of shape, but it does. The Coach Empire is not the most unique shape bag, so that's kind of there's a lot of bags that look kind of like the Coach Empire, to be honest. But I love this. I think this is gorgeous. It's that weird gray I keep buying all the time. Looks like thanks, Craig. I felt good for like 4 hours and the darn weather changed. I know, girl, the weather. I know it went from 50 degrees on Saturday, then on Sunday, and today it's creeped up to 80. I mean, how are we supposed to adjust for this? In the morning it's freezing cold. I couldn't even get the house to be at the right temperature. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. Yes, I did get an official bag count, and I've decided to stop counting at the number 500. I counted up to 516, and I've decided I'm just going to stop counting, and at 500, and then next year in 2025, we will recount at the end of the year. This year, our final bag count, when I counted, was 517 bags in this room. In this room. Yes. Told you no counting. Yeah, so that doesn't count the bags in my bedroom and in the back closet and in the living room. But there's probably only 100 more. So it's probably 600, ish. And Jackie, did you add the bags from the last live to the no. Yes, I did. I just didn't add the bags I just got opened, and I brought in a bag from my bedroom that wasn't in here. So yeah, I know, Keith, believe me, I know. It's shocking because here's the thing, I look at my bags and I don't think I have that many. That's the problem. The problem is, oh, I don't have this one, I don't have that one. And I was looking to do a video, I was looking for the bags. I wanted to get this bag and that bag. And an example, like, Jackie, you do not live in an archive. This is not a museum. You're not a curator. You're not archiving stuff. You have to use these things. So my 2025 goal is to work on letting go. This is a very hard thing for me to do. It is a very, very, very hard thing for me to let go. Collecting, and I realize I'm always going to want to acquire, so I'm going to have to learn how to let things go. I have had bags in my collection since I was a teenager. Um, honestly, my first bag I ever bought, I still have it. My first designer bag, I have that bag. I was 14. I am 45 on the 28th. So, but I really want to concentrate on Dooney, so I might have to start getting rid of some of the diversification. Like I have some Arcadia bags, I have some long jump bags, I have a couple MCM bags, I have a couple, onesies and twosies, I have some Patricia Nash bags, but I say that I don't know if I can do it. I'm gonna take under when I count my bags. Oh yeah, Dee Dee has more than I do. Guys, you guys don't understand. I've seen her stash in her bag room. She does have her storage room, her space, the shelving she has. I already told her she had more bags than I did. And it's like, and she did it in a year. I've at least been doing this for 20 some odd years. She's been doing it in like 2 years. She's like, bam, bought everything. But now she's like I am. We're kind of going through of which ones actually work. It's not funny, Craig. Not when she's doing into credit card debt for this. It's not trying to be thinking about it, but this is crazy. Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's not. But then again, you are all adults here. So yeah, Dee, I believe you have more, probably around. I would think that Craig is correct on that one. Sell the ones you haven't used. See, like Keith, you and Craig both say that. You say, if you haven't used it in a year. I give my bags 2 years, 2 complete seasons of fall, spring, winter, before I decide to even think about letting go of a bag, because I feel like if I didn't use it this winter, I might use it next winter. Maybe it's not the style I want. I literally have bags from 20 years ago, and you're telling me if you haven't used a bag, get rid of it? Like, no, I can't. I can't. I'm going to try. I can let go of bags new easier than I can let go of bags I've had for years. So when you say let go of a bag you haven't used in a year, I'm like, I can't do that. I could probably I should easily let go of 100 bags today and just walk them out the door and don't look back. But no, no, no. Is that a Coach Dragon Fruit pen shoulder bag behind you? When did you get that? I got that a while ago from Macy's when I went on a super sale because I figured with the price I paid for it, I could probably still sell it if it didn't work out for me. And when I got it, it's just gorgeous. I didn't want to buy the dragon fruit because I know it's going to be an outlet color. So when it comes out in the outlet in the spring, which I'm sure it will, I'll be like, but the tea roses made it really special. Dee Dee says, I agree, Jackie. She said, before I even think about, oh yeah, before I even think about it, you have, I will gift away bags before I think about selling a bag. And before I really have to think about it. It's just it's a collection. I held on to books for years. And the only thing that's having me let go of bags now at 45 is I don't have children. And my niece, there's one niece. She's not gonna want these things. I know she won't. So that helps me move them along, is that I know that why am I keeping them? You know? The only value they have is to me, you know? So if I can gift them away to friends who like certain bags, then I will. If I can find collectors who want them, I will share. But I just, it's a collection problem. Dee Dee says, I also have bags I use when I'm sick only and bags I can use when I'm healthy. Yes, right? Me too. You know? Yes, you can, Jackie says, God is great. Keith, if I were James, I would be going behind her back, secretly donating like two a week till you busted me. Oh, Keith, words would come out of my mouth right now if we were not in a general live. If it was a Jackie, how many did you get rid of? Like 100, right? Oh, this year? Oh wait, okay, last year I got rid of 30 that I can remember. Um, this year I've gotten rid of at least 40 off the top of my head, you know, out of the collection, because not everything works, I'm literally out of space. YouTube caused this to happen. I already had 200 bags when I started YouTube, and I always hid them. My family and friends didn't know I had 200 bags. They only saw me carry one at a time. Why would they know? I didn't post it on Facebook. I didn't post it on Instagram. I wasn't on social media, so they wouldn't know, you know. So when I decided to start YouTube, I said, well, I'm going to show my bags. I'm going to share. I'm not going to hide. This is not my dirty little secret anymore. I'm going to own up to the fact that I have a lot of bags, and I'm going to share them. And then I found a community of people who love bags. I'm like, oh man, you guys are awesome. And then I found new brands I had never seen before, are really owned. I had never owned until this past year. Um, so it was like I went down the rabbit hole of the Reed Krakoff bags and the Ralph Lauren bags because those were bags I really didn't have. I'd always been collecting Coach and Dooney bags. So when I could collect the Ralph Lauren bags and the Ricky bags and fell in love, it my wish list contained one. And then I don't know how many. Oh no, it's not your fault, Keith. It's the joy of sharing it with everybody on YouTube that caused it to give me an excuse to just keep acquiring. Because it's like, oh, but look at this and look at this, and I'm gonna share this, and these people appreciate it. My husband doesn't care about these bags. It's my husband doesn't care about bags. He does not care. He cares about drones. He doesn't care in electronics, and his spending is all digital media. It isn't physical. You know. Okay, Keith, but okay, Craig, here's the thing. James loves you. You are a family member. He does not blame you at all. And he encourages me to be on YouTube. He encourages me. He's surprised I kept with it. He is surprised I've done well with it. He did not think for a second I would be doing this almost 2 years later. Yeah. I find when I'm not using a bag and identify the problem issue, then that's the one I need to part. That's what I need to start doing. Like, I need to part with the bags that aren't perfect. They're just okay. Great point, Craig. Can you show the Penrose bag up close and the camera do the Autumn Beckman spin? Oh, I should show you the back. The back is this this is coming up in a video soon, so you'll see it. That's why it was in here. This bag used to be in my bedroom, and I never really showed it. I think I showed this on my members only when I got it, but then I never really showed it here. Um, but this is the back of the bag, and this is the front of the bag. What I liked about this bag is tone on tone, but the tone on tone, this enamel type of hardware painting will chip. It will always chip. So this is not a bag. This is a beautiful bag for a short time, not a long time, because this is going to start showing wear. If that's a problem, don't buy this type of bag. But it's like I would prefer this to actually have had silver instead of tone on tone. Travis told me the other day to get back on social media because he's sick of hearing my voice. I told you. It's totally James is thrilled that I'm here. James is thrilled that I'm talking to you guys and not talking to him. And that stuff is expensive as well. Jackie, out of those 40, are there any that you regret selling, gifting, giving away, and wish you still had in your collection? Yes. Um, so the one that Okay, there's a couple I gifted because I wanted to share them so badly. It wasn't that I wanted to get rid of them, but I had more than one. So I figured I could share one and share the joy versus hoarding two. That was easy to do. Do I regret doing it? No. No, because I shared it. Sometimes the collector in me says, oh, I don't have that anymore. But I still have a version of it because I had more than one. That's my biggest problem is that if I like something, I buy it 5 times. Not one time, 5 times. If I like the equestrian bag, I buy 5 versions of it, not one version of it. If I love the Ricky, I buy every version of it I can find. I have to tell myself, Jackie, you do not need another Ricky 33. I want a Ricky 33. I do not need one. So, um, it's just, it seems like you've slowed down on bag purchases. Oh, I have tremendously. Well, my husband asked me not to. He literally said, he didn't say you can't buy bags. He says you shouldn't buy any bags. And once I got all the bags in the space, once I moved everything in here and faced reality of, I thought I had 300 and no, you have more than 5, I'm like, oh. And when I have so many bags, even though they're stored this way, I can't find the one I'm looking for because there's so many of them. That's the problem. That's really the problem. And like, I love the Coach Rowan. The Coach Rowan is one of my favorite style bags. I have 5 of them. And every time another one comes on sale, I want it because I think they're amazing bags. I love that bag. But I'm like, no, I don't need it. I don't need it. I have it already. So I'm trying to learn how to just like I love the Dooney Smith bag. I have probably 6 of those bags in different finishes, same style. So I have it in pebble leather, Florentine leather. I have it in canvas, and I have one coming in coated canvas. And it's a Smith bag. They don't really make the Smith bag anymore, but I love that bag. You know. So Craig says, I highly recommend storing the bulk of your collection off-site so it doesn't feel so overwhelming and you can keep buying more and more bags. Yes, I told Craig the other day. I said, Craig, I don't think I have too many bags. I think my problem is my house is too small. My house is too small for the storage problem that I have. And that's what I'm sticking to. So my other goal is if I can't manage in 2025 to reduce and I keep bringing in, I'm going to have to clean out my storage unit, which is an outbuilding, and outfit that to be a studio. It always was supposed to be a studio, but I put my dad and my grandmother's estate in there, and I haven't been able to emotionally deal with that baggage, literally the baggage. So yeah, but we're gonna work on it. We're working on it. You know, mentally, I have to get ready to do it because it's like I was so mad at my dad for so long for putting me in this horrible position of being the executor. I still am angry about it. Like believe me, when my time comes in life and life is no more, I will be having words with him. Like, why did you think this was a good idea? Um, I, I was thinking about the outbuilding. I know the outbuilding was always supposed to be a bag room. It's supposed to be a bag room. It's supposed to be a library, a game room, and a sewing room. And right now, it's just a storage room. Um, Jackie, you want me to come down and help you clear the back building? No, no, I will do it in good time. It's just going to take me a lot longer. Does it mean you had most faith and trust? Honestly, Keith, what it means is I was the only one that didn't have any um, financial ties to my father at his death. My father had been supporting, essentially helping support my two other sisters. The one sister was just disinherited because she didn't need inheritance. She was multimillionaire, and he talked to her first. He said, "Yeah, hey, look, I have four kids and you're super well off and those three aren't. So do you have a problem?" He says, "No, yeah, keep your money. I don't care." So dad disinherited her from the inheritance and it was talked about. It was fine. And then the problem was the others, so out of the three kids left to inherit, um, two of them, my father had been supporting a lot, like a lot. It's essentially the eldest and the youngest, you know. So when when you have when you're beholden financially to somebody, you do not make good choices. So dad knew that I was the only one that I left home as soon as I could. You know, I was the only kid he wanted to stay home, and I'm like, "See ya, don't want to be ya." Like, nope, I'm moving out. I can't live with you guys anymore. I'm done. I'm 24. I'm 25 years old. I'm over this. I followed all the rules. I did all the things. I am over it. And I moved in with James, and we've been married ever since. And um, he knew that, and I stood up to him every step of the way and stood up for my integrity. Like, no, you can't bully me. No, you're not going to do that because my father is a dictator a little bit. He really wasn't the most emotionally. He tried to do the best he could, but the best he could was more of a drill sergeant. Okay, and I was a child and a single parent and lots of bad stuff. But emotionally, I had no self-esteem growing up, and never good enough because the military breaks you down. But part of being in the military is to build you back up as a team and a unit, which works great with troops. It sucks when they're daughters. Daughters, it doesn't work that well. With daughters, it sucks because there was none of the follow through and the team camaraderie and the building up through that joint shared experience. This was your parent. I was not a soldier. Katie says I was the executor, successor trustee. I'm finally wrapping things up, just waiting for refunds. Yeah. And so here's the thing too, is like, um, hey guys, don't forget, oh, thumb up the live. So the other thing about being the executor of his estate and stuff is he didn't prepare it correctly. So I had to deal with the IRS, which is one of my biggest fears. I hate dealing. I spent 1 hour on hold just to talk to an IRS agent to let them physically look at a piece of paper that had been filed incorrectly to correct a date so that it would reflect that we had paid the back taxes. 1 hour on hold. And I sat there and waited. I had to go to the IRS office. I had to talk to Social Security. Everybody needed proof of death. I mean, it was insanity what I had to do. The only person that didn't really need proof that my father was no longer in life was the bank. They were actually, because I was at the bank and I told them when I was on a joint account with him, I was the co-owner of his account, which was the only smart thing that happened that made things much easier. But I became the bad guy in the family. I became the person that had to tell my siblings what dad told you. isn't what he wrote down. And what he wrote down, legally, this is what this means. And legally, that means you both can. What my lawyer literally told me to do says you need to have them vacate the premises because your father owns both those properties. And because he owns both of those properties, and there's no leasing agreement and there's no rental agreement, everything in those properties he owns, the estate owns. And I looked at the lawyer, and I looked at this lawyer, and I'm like, if I do that, my family, I will have no family. They will never talk to me. So I had to jump through. Luckily, there was enough room in the legalities as the executor. I could do the intention versus the actual super limit law. The way it was written, uh, all that I know is that if you have an estate with property over multiple states, um, put it in a trust. Talk to a good lawyer. Do not leave a mess. Do not leave a mess. A mess. Um, And then my family gets mad at me because I'm the messenger. I'm the one telling them, "Hey, dad said this." And then the worst part was when I went and talked to the tax people, the tax lawyer, by the way, made the most money out of all this. I talked to the tax lawyer and they had to explain to me why dad had kept those properties as in his name versus gifting or selling them or getting them into my siblings' names when they were in life. Because that was what was agreed upon, and it was a tax shelter. And oh my gosh, the amount of taxes I had to pay. I was just fortunate that he had enough equity and enough cash money that I was able to pay off the thousands and thousands and thousands. Like when someone would call me, it was like a $10,000 problem. It wasn't a couple hundred. It was like it's a $10,000 problem. I'm like, so at the end of the day, I got rid of, divested everything I could get rid of, and oh, it's just, and this is when I can't face the shed, the storage building with all the stuff. This is how I feel just talking about it, and it's been 6 years. Like I have my eldest sister. Our relationship has never been repaired, and we do not talk to each other anymore because she was not happy with how it came out. Yeah, and I'm like, "Thank you, Dad." This is why in heaven, when life is done and we go by of the way of all flesh and life is over, I'm gonna say, "Hey, Dad, can we talk about this?" You know? Keith, that's my worst nightmare, being audited and dealing with the IRS. Yeah. Katie, that's a relief, we can take over your life. Katie says I had to move money from my parents' bank accounts, open up accounts under the trust, avoid probate in California. I never thought you'd have money, but ended up with enough to trigger probate. Yeah. Craig says, I've been my mother's power of attorney for 13 years. Now she can't buy tissues without my approval, and it sucks because we don't. Oh my God, it's rough. Don't like one another. Keith says it sounds like a long, excruciating process. Years, Keith, years. It took years. And my mother actually accused me of stealing money from her because she was also one of the beneficiaries of the money, but it had to go. She got a portion of the sale of his primary property, and until that property sold, which took 2 years, she didn't get that money. So, and she's international, right? And my mom's, my mother called my twin. Says, "Is Jackie trying to cheat me out of money?" And I just like, and then my sister calls me. I said, "Jenny, what's happening?" Because I had her have to sign a document, right? So I had to get it sent to her. She had to go to the American embassy because she was in Asia. She was in Thailand at the time to go get it notarized so I can get this piece of this document into the file. And she thought, because the person reading the document, the notaries are not supposed to do this, said, "Do you know what you're doing? You're signing away, blah, blah, blah." And it was not that. But, I said, "Mom, no, no, I'm not taking your money. No, Mom." Ridiculous. And then she puts me on her account. I'm like, "Mom, we're honestly, seriously, like, I don't want to be on your account." It's like, I don't want the responsibility that when you need me to wire money to you in Denmark or in Thailand, I don't want it because it's easy to wire money. Yes, with a bank. Your money is in a credit union. It's not the same. So she's like, oh, it's so international. long distance relationships, um, family history, it's a lot, you know? Um, I had never planned on being married, and look at me, married 17 years, you know? I'm so sorry. Were you and your sister close before this? I was closer to her. She's the eldest. We were closest to her actually, and with the death of our father, we actually became closer to the one who was estranged, who was disinherited, the second eldest. She and I have become amazing friends. We have commiserated over the eldest because the eldest is she's living in her own delusional land. She has anyway, long story, but the my twin and I were still, and luckily everything worked out because I gave up a lot of my inheritance. Like literally signed away a third of my inheritance. Bye, gone. See ya. I don't care. Because I said, look, I'd rather uh, the whole point of doing all this is so my sisters wouldn't be homeless. That's what my father did this for, was so they would have properties to live in. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to sell the properties. We did end up selling the eldest daughter's property. She chose to sell it, and then she ended up taking the proceeds of how it got split and everything, and she ended up buying a condo, and then the condo didn't work out with her, and then she bought a trailer, a RV trailer, because she's a traveling nurse, and then that didn't work out. Now she's married. But I'm gonna tell you, my sister's in her 60s. I'm my father's second family, and I'm 45. So Lynn's in her mid 60s. So anyway, so she's not homeless, but she's one person that should never buy property ever, because I don't care what property she's ever purchased, it's the wrong choice. You know. Um, Luckily, I saw the post probably 5 years ago. I asked my father so many times, but he didn't want to listen to me. You know, this is the biggest fear. I'm doing the Swedish Death Clean, and that's Monarch. That's why I'm doing this. I mean, you're Jackie. You're only 45, but I'm physically not healthy. You know, I am not healthy. I'm alive by modern medicine, and I know that I do not want to leave this for somebody else. And that's why it's easier now to clean out and do things, and because I'm still dealing with my grandmother's stuff from her estate. She died in 2007, y'all, and my dad died 6 years ago, and I still have stuff from their estates and family members. Most of my extended family, they're all long gone. My grandmother lived to be 98, you know? So it's like all the kids and all the people and all the things she wanted to have, these things, they're not there anymore. So I have a different look at items. I do look at things differently. Oh, wait a minute. I need this. This is the wrong thing to put here. This needs to go on the other. I'm putting stuff in my bag. Yep, that's why I'm selling off a lot of my assets. My uncle ended up doing that too. My uncle was he was a big CEO for one of the big banking or big gas and oil companies here in Texas. His whole family. He had a ranch. He sold a ranch. Anyway, he was very wealthy. He had several properties, and most of them were condos. Like he had vacation condos. He was an avid skier. He was an amazing athlete. He had condos in Aspen. He had a vacation home in the Hamptons. They had property in Martha's Vineyard. They had stuff. Their children were not as successful as dad and mom. So the children, to give them these condos, even if it's all free and clear, it's not a gift because it's still, you know how much condo fees are? It's ridiculous. So he knew that none of the kids could really afford the condos. So it didn't matter if they had them, they couldn't go vacation there anyway. So before his death, and he lived to be right at 90, he sold each of the properties. He liquidated all the properties. And in he's he survived one of his children, so one of his daughters had cancer, and so he had four heirs, he had three heirs, and he wanted to make sure that they were okay. Because that's what he hears. You have kids. If you have kids, when you have children, you think about these things differently. I do not have children. I just worry about my dogs being taken care of, and luckily, dogs don't have a 50-year lifespan. They have a shorter lifespan, which is heartbreaking. But that's also why we adopt older dogs, because we know that you always think people let go of dogs because they're tired of them. Sometimes their owners don't, they pass away. And then you have a senior dog that has no family, not because their owner no longer is in life. So they're put in shelters. Sometimes dogs just aren't dumped. Sometimes dogs just have bad things happen to them too, you know? So we like looking at rescue dogs and always have and always will. Even though our cute little pugs, they were owner surrendered. So even though they're owner surrendered, they're I don't think they're actually ever in a shelter. I'm gonna use this. So I what I really do need to do when I go through my bags is pick the ones I love the most that give me the most joy. The Marie Kondo method, kind of like um and just rehome the ones that don't and just kind of working I'm working on it. You know, it's a work in progress. It took me years to get rid of my book collection because I didn't know um, book bindings deteriorate. Um, Glue deteriorates. Now, some of the really good older books, the ones that are out of print, I kept those, but the mass mass market paperbacks, I had to learn to let those go. I kept the hardcovers, I kept the reference books. I've learned the hard way, keep the reference books. Um, and now books are rare, because there's print on demand. There's not that many. They're becoming, it's kind of weird that we're in a generation and era now that in the music industry, there's that vinyl records are outselling CDs because we now do things digitally, but a record of that digital purchase is more of a licensing fee. It's not really an ownership thing, it's a licensing. So when you have that service, like you buy it through iTunes or you buy it through a service, you've bought it to have the right to use it, but if something happens with the service, it goes away because you don't really own it. Where hard copy CDs, tapes, vinyl records, those are still a hard copy. It's that funny little thing you talk about intellectual rights and like rights to ownership because it's the same thing with what drives me nuts. Microsoft does this. Microsoft with Word. After a certain time period, Word is no longer a purchasable thing. They cut it off. They said if you want the Word program, you're going to have to pay the Microsoft 365 or whatever it's called subscription. It's an annual fee because you don't own it. And they say, oh, it's for your benefit. So when you get the updates, you get the newest and latest and greatest. Like I just want a word texting software that's better than TextPad. Okay, I just need basic Word. I don't want to have to spend for the 5 documents I write a year at home for a home license. It drives me nuts. We hung on to those, you know, old copies of Word until they were just you couldn't support them anymore. Um, yeah, you know how much death and taxes are. It's the same. Yeah, property taxes maintenance could be. Yeah, yeah. Dee Dee says we told our kids we are their we are their inheritance. So don't expect a cruise. Yeah, don't expect a dime. They can have my jewelry. They can have my bags. Save sell the rest. They can burn or whatever. Don't expect money or property. Us too. That I look at my house. I originally wanted to have a paid for home, and if we had stayed in San Antonio in the home we originally bought in 2007, it would be a paid for home in 5 years. We would have paid it off in 5 years. I had calculated it all out at 50. We would have paid it off. When we moved and bought this house, we will never pay off this house. And I said, James, this isn't our last residence. Like this for where we're living right now. You know, we're not gonna this town we live in does not have enough senior services that if because of our health and condition, we won't end up here. This is not gonna be where we end up. We'll be moving again at some point. So just look at this as a place for a short time, you know, and then eventually we'll sell it, we'll move or do something. Make it. I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I like ownership because I don't like everybody. Texas has a high property tax. Whether you rent or own, you pay property tax. Now, you're like, Jackie, no, you don't. If you're a renter, you don't pay property tax. Yes, you do. You're just paying it in the terms of rent, and you have no license. That rent can go up $100, and they don't have to tell you why. It's went up $100. You know, it's like now you have to pay this, and you have to sign like a 12-month lease. So they don't care if you lost your job and something happened. So we always bought a house because when I bought my first house, guys, We walked in there with $500 in earnest money. We got a traditional mortgage, no money down other than the $500. Yeah, this was in 2007, right before the bust in 2008, but it was a traditional mortgage. When we bought this house, this was under a FHA, is that right? FH I can't remember. It's a program, USDA loan, a USDA loans in a rural area. So this was an underserved population 8 years ago. So to encourage people to move here, they offered a loan type for a mortgage that is zero down. And we took it. You pay more in interest, PPI. It costs more financially. Not really the best plan. But honestly, I says I don't care. I says it's just as much as it's cheaper than what we would be paying for a two-bedroom apartment in Austin by a lot. So let's just buy it. And we did. We got very lucky. We had okay credit. We had good records. We didn't have any financial issues when it came to a record trail. At the time we were buying these things, they were being loan friendly. Now that's not the case. Now people can't buy houses. You know, can keep give our vacation and money now until we retire. Once we retire, no more gifts. That's very cool. That's a smart thing, Dee Dee. I agree with that. Um, I think gifting is different in every family, but I think that's a very smart move. I love that you are enjoying your hard-earned dollars. Yeah, while you can, right? We didn't get from our parents, grew up poor, just got the bills. So start saving your money now if you can do it. They get if if you can do it, your children will earn. Yeah, your job as parents to is make sure that your children are able to support themselves and be citizens in this world that we live in and take care of themselves. You want them to be self-sufficient. You want them to have, and the best way to be self-sufficient is a little bit of struggle. No, you don't want them to struggle too hard. You don't want them to fail horribly. I mean, you don't want to visit your kid in jail. That's not the point. But the point is, you want to make they have to understand that it is valuable um, to earn. Yeah, and that's not something we teach anymore. We don't really teach this. I mean, this is full Jackie Rant mode, guys, because I was just talking about this. I have nephews and nieces, and my sister and I look at each other like, what's going to happen? My nephew is still living with his parents. He graduated last May from um, high school. He didn't attend college in the fall. He has no intention to attend college. He doesn't have a driver's license. He did not vote, and he has no job. Like, I'm like, what do you the at some point in life, parents leave life. Children should remain. This is how it normally happens. And you have a child that is not able to take care of themselves. And I have many examples like that. FHA. Thank you, Monarch. Yeah, FHA. Keith, I pretend my parents won't leave me anything so that if and when they do, it will all just go to savings. Well, here's the long story. I'll tell you the long story. Um, it's much more is feeling to be independent, earn my own mark, FHA because of good credit. Um, Craig says my mother had the nerve to ask me if she was in my will. she would she inherit anything? I said, yeah, a lawyer to oversee her finances, and that's it. I cannot believe your mother said that. That's so callous. Keith, my dad told me for my 12th birthday, you can either work all summer, save up for a bike and ride to school, or you can drive me, or he could drive me and he would charge me $25 a mile. Yeah, I mean, how are you supposed to teach work ethic if you give them? I mean, there is helping. I am a privileged child. I was a privileged child. I grew up with housemaids. I can tell you right now, growing with other people cleaning your home is not good because I hate cleaning my home. I'm bad at it. I am not good at cleaning my own home. Because I grew up with maids and nannies, and I had a driver and cooks. When my parents divorced, I had to mom left, things were different. We were in America, we weren't in Asia anymore. I still had a nanny for a couple more years. And then at 14, I was cooking dinner. the whole time, all the time, every night, and had to learn household budgeting without really understanding because I wasn't really given a budget. I didn't have a budget. We were just go to the store, Dad says, buy what you need, make it work. And I didn't realize he was retired and working a second job. He was putting two kids through college. You know, he didn't it's like I didn't know how hard it was because we didn't know. Um, but we always worked. Jennifer and I, we've always been workers. We wanted to have our own money. We wanted to um, do you know how to wash your hair? A college friend of mine never had washed her hair because he always had a washed and blow dried out by staff. Yeah, yeah. You say that and you think that's ridiculous. That's not ridiculous. There are people in this world like that. And then at some point, their life is not supported by their parents. They have to actually earn something, make money, make choices, and they have a hard time because they've been given so much privilege, so much money that they don't. Sometimes you're lucky and they can be successful, but in my family, my multimillionaire, very successful aunt and uncles, um, they their children did well, but they did not do as well as their parents. And it caused them to have a lot of angst and anxiety, and they used inheritance and wealth to control the kids. And it by the lure of, oh, when I die, you inherit this, they made the relationship really bad because my aunt would always pay for her children to come see her because they wouldn't come because they wanted to, whether they did or not, I don't know. They came because their mother paid for them to come so she could see her children because they were adults. Because, oh, you have to play nice with mom or we won't get any inheritance. It's like that's ridiculous. I don't want that relationship with anybody for anything. Um, money sometimes just means more problems. It doesn't mean everything's perfect. Have you seen all those millionaires that win the lotto and then you see them a couple years later they've won millions of dollars and then they're broke because they've pretty much everybody they ever knew asked for money and they gave it away. You know. Luxational says Craig, why does your mother assume you're dying before anyway? Keith, Jackie, did you know how to yeah. Um Craig says luxational because my health is worse than hers and she sold her soul to Satan. It's true. We're yes, true. Um in exchange for eternal life. Exactly. Yeah. Oh my god, that's awful, Jack's back attack. Um Sounds like Eric says, yeah. I had mom Um, I had mom's school driving. I had mom's school during the summer or summers with my kids. We worked on cooking, washing. Those are things that have to be taught. Ironing, baking, they're good savers. Yes, yes, because you have to teach those things. They do. Your children are going to do what you do. They're going to see you as an example, and if your example is you have to eat every day, that's what they're going to do. You know, if they see you cooking and economizing and working and you explain to them why you're doing this. It's hard though, guys. My poor sister, because of the privilege Jennifer and I had growing up, she's having to tell her daughter, like her daughter, Mom, can I get this? And she had to say, honey, I can't afford it right now. And she hates saying that, hates it. But her daughter's 10. You know, she's gonna have to learn that not everything can be purchased at all the time. She has to learn the value of money, and you just can't have it because you want it. You know, literally, she's like literally no idea. That's awesome, Dee Dee. Yeah, most people I went to high school with did not know how to cook food. They did not know how to cook food, and most of the people I went to high school with ended up married and having kids. They struggled very hard to cook because you have to feed children. You know, Craig, I think that's going to be my next zinger to Eric. Sold his soul to Satan for eternal life. Yep. And here's the thing: it's a falsehood. You know, eternal life is a lie because we all go by the things of all flesh, and that is no. We are born. We are. You know, we die. That's the way it is. Learning delayed gratification is something a lot of people are not familiar with. Well, you know, Keith, I mean, look at me. Yes, we're having to relearn delayed gratification. Um, I did for a long, long time. I didn't buy things for a long time, and then I had inheritance, I was angry, and now I've gone through the inheritance money, I've gone through I now need to stop, and it's hard to stop. It's hard to go from buying whatever you want to not buying what you want, because now reality is you have bills to pay. But James and I have a different he wants to take more vacations. He wants the flexibility to take more time off, which means we can't be stuck to this budget the way we are. So I'm like, okay, you know, um, yes, do it, says Craig. Keith, my daughter, thank me for that, because when she went to college, the friends she met didn't know how to use the laundry machine or know who FICA was. Oh my gosh, the lies they tell you in college. Because, well, when I went to college too, it was everybody sign up for a credit card, we'll give you a free T-shirt, and everybody did. Everybody signed up for a store card and used it, and everybody did. you know oh, here, get free money for going to college, and you don't have to worry about it, because you'll get a job and you'll make a ton of money, and you won't it'll be fine. That's what they told us. That's a lie they told us. When I was going to college for geography, they said, oh yeah, you're working in GIS, you're gonna make 50 grand right out of college. No, right out of college I was making $7 an hour. When I was in college I was making $8 an hour. So I'm guilty of that, Jackie. I did it for a water bottle, not a T-shirt, though. I mean, we all did. We all did. That was what it was. Like, hey, you want free pizza? Sign up for a card. Like, we didn't care, and we were told that this is how you build credit. We were told this is how you get things later in life. We were told a lot of things. You know, um, people genuinely do not understand how um, interest works on when you buy something, and that the fact that, oh, guys, I'll tell you. This is the darn dang truth. I pawned something this week. I pawned when I say I pawned, I went to a pawn store and I sold a piece of jewelry. And it was expensive, and I knew it was expensive, and I knew I was gonna get a bath. I knew I was gonna be murdered on it. I had been delaying it and delaying it and delaying it. Like I didn't want to. But this month, because it's actually a domino effect from 2 months ago, and all the other, I mean, guys, you all know about my medical bills, and then my dog's medical bills, and then even our dogs that we adopted, we didn't pay for their adoption fee. My mother-in-law paid for them for her son. That was for her son, right? So she paid for their adoption fee. But in all honesty, it's like this year has been awful financially. We put money into cars, then we had to sell, and then we had an air conditioning problem we're still paying on, and then like 3 weeks ago, my James is in the ER. I think it's 4 weeks ago now, um, because and that was $1,000 bill with insurance. Yeah, we get to pay it over time, but that's still another $1,000 in debt on top of the thousands of dollars in debt we were already on paying for the dogs. And it was $4,000 in credit, and $4,000 in debt just for their end of life care for each dog. It was 2,000 per dog, and unexpected, because we didn't expect to lose both dogs in 1 year. It was not on the plan. Okay, so that's 4 grand there. And you add another $1,000 in his medical, that's just off the top of my head. That isn't even adding in the other stuff, right? So it just happens. You just have to deal with it and roll with it. So I sold a piece of jewelry because I had like, look, it's the middle of December. Things had to get paid, and I'm like, okay, well, to make this easier, let's just go sell this. That's why I have it, and I sold it. I didn't pawn it for a loan, because that's very predatory. And here's the thing about pawning stuff. You want to do it when they want it. Right now it's Christmas. They want to sell stuff. They need stuff in their store. When you sell something to a pawn store, they're buying it outright. When you pawn something to a pawn store, it's a loan of money, and they're making money off your interest. They really don't want you to actually, they don't really want the item. They want you to pawn things and just pay them interest constantly to get your things out. And if you don't get your things out, they sell it anyway, um, because then you forfeit it. But so you can't just say, like, if you want to go sell something like in January to a pawn store, they're probably not going to sell it. They're probably not going to buy it, because they want to buy it when, like, right before a holiday. because then it's something that they can turn around and make money on. I guarantee you, what I sold them, they have turned around and posted it for $1,500. They gave me less than five. And I guarantee you they will post it and sell it and have it marked at least for $1,500 and probably sell it on sale marked down to right over $1,100. I sold jewelry. I know how it works. You know, you have to buy low, you have to sell it and make a profit, you know? And I did. I said to James, like, I spent $1,700 on this ring. Are you sure you're okay with me selling this? And he's like, I've never ever worn it. I've never worn it. I bought it for all the wrong reasons. Um, it's something that I don't know. I've told myself, Jackie, we're never allowed to buy gold anymore. Every time I have bought gold, anything, this has happened to me. Something, it's either been stolen, I have sold it, or I have gifted it. I've mostly stolen. So I'm like, no more yellow gold. No more yellow gold. Um, I'm done. I'm done with that. And that piece, and it turns out that ring, which was marked 14 karat gold, they said it tested at 10 karat gold. I know it was 14 karat gold. I don't care. I don't care. I needed the $500. Leave me alone. Let me buy this. James is now not stressed out, and we'll be fine till the next payday. And it's just because it's the holidays. It's just because Christmas and all this other stuff happened. It happens. Hey, Scott. That's okay. Let me see what I've missed on the first out of college paid 35,000 a year. I think McDonald's workers were making Keith, when I got out of college, I was making $23,000 a year, and I had credit card debt and student loans. Yeah. Um, our dog adopted fees. Yes, Keith, our two dogs together was $900 because they went through a rescue versus a shelter. A shelter, I could probably gotten a free dog. But the rescue, it does go in as a donation. It goes into their books that way. It's not a purchase. It's because they have to file it as a nonprofit. I never forget Kayla did that when she was in college. She called me 3 months later. She had maxed it out and didn't understand she had to pay it back. So I paid it off, explained to her, and told her never to do it again. Keith says that is annoying, but I guess that they need to make money too and still triple their investment. That's just the way it is with nothing is for free and nothing is fair. In general, jewelry is marked up at least 400% in general. And that's not even with the brand value. That's just material value. God, I'm so happy you're here. I want to show you what I got. They do price them high to prevent dog abusers from getting them. Yes, and also the rescues are all volunteers. It's different than a shelter. A shelter is basically a shelter adoption fee is like $100 or $200, and they have free adoption days. And most of the time, those adoption fees are because they're every dog that goes into a shelter has they get spayed or neutered because they're trying to limit the population, right? So that's the fee. Most of the vets who do this are volunteers, but still there's cost when you have to use anesthesia for your pets or the dogs, going through surgery. And so it's a losing proposition. County shelters are subsidized by donations from the people and from the city, or they would not survive. And a lot of times, at least in my town, the city intake, they work with rescues to place those dogs with rescues, because the rescues, like the Pug Rescue of Austin, which I went to, they're a volunteer organization. They do everything with volunteer money and fundraising money, and the adoption fees go right into mostly medical expenses for the dogs that they're trying to place. Truly, they're not making money on this. It's a losing money proposition. One of the dogs that they spent $10,000 on this dog for cancer and surgeries, and this is just what the rescues do, where a shelter would have euthanized. You No one has ever said life is easy, fair. No one. Yeah, no one. So, but Scott, I want to show you this. I don't want to bring everybody down. We are a happy bag channel. We don't need to know about my woes, but I do like to be perfectly normal. I have two mortgages. I have a car note, and I have debt. I also am employed and have an education, and I firmly believe that I will just be able to keep working and finding a job, and if I can't, I can't. I don't know what's gonna happen. I can't I live for the, best case scenario, but plan for the worst? She said, "Hmm, yeah, we are a happy bag channel. We wanna talk about happy things. There's enough crap in the world, we don't you're not sitting here hanging out, um to talk about woes, but it's nice to share because we all have them. We all have woes, and everybody. I am the first one to tell you I am very fortunate and I'm very lucky. As my family gave me an education, and I don't. I was. I made it through my adolescence without any type of record or any type of criminal anything. I am an upstanding citizen. I can vote. I don't have a criminal record of any type. Never committed a crime. I can work in any sector because I don't have those things against me. I have friends who their children have had because they didn't know that even though they were minors, that these offenses would follow them even later, um, that it would affect their later employment possibilities because they're kids. They're kids, they're teenagers. You know, they were having fun. So anyway, Scott, this is the Lockhart. This is the Lockhart Dooney bag. This is amazing. um, your authenticity is why I love coming to your lives. Thank you, Keith. Well, you just have to be real, and that's the rant I had. The last live I did was about influencers. I get very frustrated with all the sponsorships. I don't mind sponsorships, but I want hey Linda P. Oh my gosh, hi. I I would rather them just be one video, a video just with the sponsor, not a video and then they couch in a sponsorship and then you're watching an infomercial in the middle of their thing. Like, I think it's just I'm not that person. I'm not that person, and I don't think. And they have hundred. I watch them. They have hundreds of thousands of followers. I watch them. I like them. But I also think that this is normal. What we're talking about, what I'm talking about is like, and I'm lucky. I'm fortunate. I know that. It's like I work for a state job. I have insurance. My brother-in-law does not have insurance, because of the job he has. It's just unfortunate. Anyway, this is the Lockhart bag. This is the shoulder bag. I just got this from Poshmark. Somebody was selling it out of their closet, and it went right into my closet. It has the key. Guys, let me show you this. The key belt actually has the key. See this key? Actually, I need to probably make this do better. This is not put on there correctly. Yikes. Let me fix how this is put on there. I'm lucky I still have this key with the way this has been placed on here. That is what Cheris is doing in her videos now. Yes, I know. And she's actually, Craig, she's exactly who I was talking about. Everyone's about the bag, that bag silhouette, body trim, color. Yes. It looks like, yes, it's amazing. This bag is amazing. Yeah, Cheris is doing that in her videos now, and I'm like, can you not just make a normal video, geez? Why? Yes, always an infomercial. Um, yes, it's super rare to have the key. First of all, the Lockhart bag in general is a rare bag. It is a rare bag. Okay, let me see if I can remember how this goes. This goes in here. How do I make this so that this doesn't come undone? There. And then, shoot. I hate that now the sponsorships themselves, instead of inserting commercials, you have to easily skip. Now you can estimate how long. Oh, yeah. I have to actually sit there and it used to be, at least when they did the infomercial in the beginning, you could just slide 10 minutes or something, but now they couch it in the middle. In the middle. So annoying. Okay. Jackie, you can do this. This goes in here. This goes in here. It's just a simple process. You can do it. Still doing it wrong. I am still doing it wrong. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna because you're watching me. So anyway, Um, and it's like you know what you are only doing it for for the dollars because then you truly love the product. The one that's getting me right now is the Italo jewelry. Italo. I think um Dale did it. Cherish has done it. Gingerberry is another one I've seen a lot of. They do um a lot of pearls and stuff. Goelia, I see a lot of that. I don't like when Winnie does it, I'm cool with it. She does it quick, she does it fast. It's she does short videos, but when it's like Cherish, I swear, did a 20-minute video talking about jewelry and her everyday jewelry, showing the Italia jewelry first, and then showing it next to her like bazillion-dollar Hermes and well, not Hermes, Cartier and Van Cleef stuff. I'm like, huh, it doesn't quite relate. It really, I have a hard relatability to them telling me to buy this Italian jewelry when you're showing it next to like this Tiffany ring. I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. Italian jewelry is Italian crap. Cherish is CC Lover LV. I love her. She's awesome, but she puts a lot of sponsorship. Almost every single video Cherish has put out had the sponsorship. She does not make a video if she does not have a sponsorship. It is the genuineness of it is kind of gone. At least with Mel, and she has even more subscribers than Cherish does. Mel in Melbourne. I like the way she does it better. I really do. You know, one of my friends did an Italia sponsored video and I called her, said, bitch, you aren't wearing that because all that VACA you said you sold. I will then travel. Ah, that's funny. Okay, this has to go around and through. Round and through. I can do this, Jack. You know how to do this. Um, ton of home decor creators, and they say they spent a ton of money on their home decor and then they just happen to love all these Amazon products that are Amazon storefront. And I'm like, yeah, shut up. I love LV. I love them. I love them all. I watch them all. These people, they have a lot of money. Their time is valuable, but my time is also valuable. And I'm really tired of watching Italia jewelry commercials and Gingerberry. I actually don't mind the Lily Silk sponsors because I think is awesome. And like um Luxury Life in the Middle, she just did a video on Kintz, but she bought it herself. She said flat out, I bought this myself. They don't know I exist, you know? And I like what she picked out. She picked out some really cool stuff. And Kintz is a great brand. We've talked about it enough. Craig talks about it. He swears by their I can do this. I know how to do this. This can be done. Um I think I just had to do that. And then do this. I had to take it all out last year with Ideal everywhere, and now it's just I'm sick of seeing it. And here's the thing, I don't really know other than what's her name? Amelia Rose. She's the only one I know that actually wears those pieces. And I think Cher says she does too. Some solitaire pendant she wears, but I'm like, no. You really have to gift and searching and this is it's called obsessive compulsive. So this is how the key had to go, and I just had to take it off the whole thing. And here, put the bell. I'll put the bell through. So, I went to Poshmark, and all I said was, I sort. And this is what I do. I go there and I say, Dooney and Burke, new in, and I just look. Or sometimes I'll do new Dooney and Burke vintage just in, and it will show. And the thing about Poshmark and Mercari, a lot of the people I try to buy from are people literally buying things from their closets, not resellers. So when I see a bag like this, I'll go to their profile. I'll look at their closet. I'll see what they're selling. The person who was selling this bag was selling a bunch of clothes. This is the only bag for sale. This is a bag they had in a closet that they didn't want anymore, and they were just selling it. And this, as a reseller, what would normally happen is this bag would be bought at the price I bought it, and it would be sold for 3 times as much because this is literally a collector's item. This is one of those rare, rare things that people are like, "You have a Lockhart," because it's very hard to get the key bell with the key with the Dooney did not do very many locks. There's actually, a padlock that Dooney did that's really hard to find, especially for the key. Like, I've never seen one for sale, you know? Um, she make a lot of money resale. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. I don't r when I sell things, I am lucky to make my money back. Most of the time I lose money, and if somebody says, "Jackie, that is the most coolest bag I've ever seen. I'd love to buy it from you," I sell it for what I bought it for. Did I tell you I'm not a salesperson? I realize it's the value of it is higher, but I feel like I want to pass on that good deal because the person I'm selling it to wants it because they love it. They're not buying it so they could sell it again. They're buying it because they want that bag. And the one bag I did sell for more than I purchased it for, I said, "I'll sell you this bag because I want this other one, and to get this other one that's exactly the same brand, I have to charge you more than what I paid for this because I can't buy it any other way." And I said, "But if you have one yourself, we can just trade a bag and I'll be happy." And she didn't have one, so she paid the price. I could have sold that bag 3 times, you know? And, so it's just like I just don't wanna I'm not here to be a salesperson. I don't wanna exploit the people who are here hanging out with me. You guys are my friends, members, and subscribers, and you're here to hang out and have fun and enjoy and keep me company and be company, right? So, sharing in my life, and I don't wanna be that, I don't wanna be that used car salesperson, you know, "Oh, would you like this? I can sell it to you for the low, low price of, $1,000,000." Like, no. Not me, not me, can't do it. This is also why I'm a state worker, you know? I would fail as a salesperson, fail, you know? Like, when I tell you guys, I told you the one job I left, was, sales, working for Macy's as a makeup girl at SLR because they told me I should lie to the clients. I looked at them like they were crazy, and I never lied to the clients. I kept working there, but that's the only job I left, like, I've ever walked away from, like, no 2 weeks notice, you know? Oh, it's like, "Nope, Jackie is not explaining you spent the time and energy doing the dirty work." It's just, "See, but you're my friends. You're my friends, so I want to help my friends out with a good deal. You're not strangers. You're not just like, oh, if it's on my Poshmark and I list it for $300 and someone buys it, fine, buy it. But if you guys are my subscribers or friends that hang out with me, no, I'm not gonna sell it for $300." You know? Thank you, Key. Yeah, my dad did tell me that, my heart don't let my sisters take advantage of me, but and avalanche bags just fell. But yeah, I love that because you're real Jack. Thank you, Glenda. Um, that's all sales. Yeah, all sales is lying. I know, I know. I mean, I see it. I see it. Like, believe me, I know. Thanks for showing the showpiece of. Yes, it is amazing to get the Lockhart shoulder bag. I've never seen the Lockhart shoulder bag. I only saw the Lockhart crossbody bag. I cannot wait to show that bag on a video and then show it to all the Duty and Burke people because that is I have 2 really amazing Dooney bags in my collection, that's one of them. The other one is the one that was from the '80s that was pre all-weather leather. I have that one, and I have this one that are just, like, history. They're like, "These are history." I just love Dooney. I love Dooney bags. It's so funny, I was carrying the extra large or the large Shuri, the one I got from DD Bean, and my sister we were at dinner and she says, "Jackie, I have real purse envy." I'm like, "No, you can't have this one." Like, "Are you sure you like this one?" She goes, "I love that bag." I'm like, "Jenny, it has a buckle. There's no snap. It's a buckle." And she's like, "No, no, I love it." Well, just admire it. I'm not letting you have it. This is why I hid my stuff from my family because they know I'm an extra giving person, so if they like something, I just give it to them. They know that. You have 2 AWL coming your way tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, wait, I do? Oh, yes, you're dropping it off in the mail tomorrow. I'm getting bags from Craig. I already sent him some. He's sending me some. Um, Yeah, Peter Dooney still working since 1975. He is the man, right? It's like I just think he's an awesome company. I love that company. Like right now, Michael Kors is going through a little bit of a pitfall. Um, the stocks have gone down. The company's not doing too great. They need to do a turnaround. I think they're gonna, if they can survive, they'll be fine. Um, I think they'll come back. They'll bounce back. Everything's old is new again. Something will happen. A new design will hit. Something will hit big. They'll like Michael Kors again. And it's funny because Michael Kors actually is pretty popular in Europe. Um, as again, if you're in Europe, it's an American brand, so it's unique and different. If you're in America, it's local, and we see it all the time. We don't care. You know, in India, if you say, "I love that bag," or whatever, they will give it to you in really not good to yes, yes, yes. Persian culture too. Middle Eastern Persian culture. You really shouldn't compliment people on that. It's part of their culture is to gift it to you if you admire it. So I try not to do that. You know, it's definitely different parts of the world have different cultures and I don't know. Just got an MK all leather bag and with PVC trim. Yeah, I still like Michael Kors. I like Kate Spade. You really just have to be really careful about the materials. Did you know that bag company Bimba He Lola? I saw a lot of bags from that brand when I was in Europe, and they have a Michael Kors type look. No, I don't know that. Bimba. No, I don't know that one. Okay, I have to yeah, I need to go to bed. I have to go to bed. Um, oh, Christiana, I'm sorry, you're gonna get your replay. I have been talking for 2 hours and 11 minutes on a Monday. I have to go to work tomorrow. So I need to go to bed. And after a live, I normally have to wind down, so it's not like I just leave here and go to bed. It will be another good hour before I can just fall asleep, and and just chill enough to just calm it down. And I need to move stuff in anyway. We will see each other again. I will probably do a members live on a Wednesday. I'll be working from home and I will go live members live on Wednesday. And then on Friday, we will go on a regular live. And yay, Scott. Yeah, that bag is a dream, an absolute dream. And I am Nothing makes me happier than a Dooney bag. It really doesn't. Coach, I admire and love, but Dooney has my heart. I'm at my soul's core. I'm a working person. I love working. I love practical things, and Dooney is like the epitome of the most practical bag. It's beautiful and practical. Um, Bye, everybody. Um, I'm gonna get off here. I keep talking.